Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you'll be watching this or you watch this. My name is Bongani or Patricia, if it's easier to say that. I'm an etiquette of life coach. I love speaking about personal growth, development, coaching on real life situations that we all go through. Most of them are uncomfortable because we're not always ready to tackle uncomfortable situations or anything on those lines. But thank you once again for joining us on our Thursday session. I'll let Sanji introduce himself once again. Over to you, Sanji.
Thank you, Bongani. And we call her Patricia and Pat. So our host in the South African region. So I am Sanji. Many people call me Sanji. And Sanjeevana. So I'm a meditation teacher, spiritual counselor, therapist, tutor, mentor, life coach, or mostly in the spiritual side. And then we work for a lot of charities, even like suicide prevention, trauma recovery, rehabilitation, sober therapy, and even rebuilding lives. So uh, we try to help many people as much as possible. So we started this kind of program, so anybody can join, and especially in these regions, and we want to make it very unique to that region now. So you can add your ideas and all in these discussions also. If we have like very unique methods of our regions, please share them with us. And even the host or any guest also will encourage them because every culture has very valuable things, no? So, so I'll hand it over to our host, Bodgani. So please.
Thank you, Sanji. Thank you, Sanji. This is a very free space. We're not here to judge anyone. We respect people's cultures. We understand diversity, culture. People have different norms. We're just here to share either our personal experience or just to grow. My etiquette of life motto is let's be inspired, motivated, educated, and gain wisdom together because I cannot gain wisdom on my own. I need to learn from the next person. The next person can learn one or two things. So yes, thank you so much, Sanji. Today we will speak about guest etiquette. Uh, Creating lasting impressions in people's homes. Guest etiquette, creating lasting impressions in people's homes. So, like we said before, many of us come from different backgrounds. We are taught different ways of living. And when we go to people's homes, sometimes there are expectations in people's homes. People have rules in their homes. Some people don't like noise. Some people it's shoes. Some people want you or want us to communicate beforehand. Right now, it's a festive season, whether people choose to celebrate festive season or not, but people will be visiting, people will be going to people's homes. I'll just share a few important things that I do feel matter. But like I say, this is based on culture, this is based on your beliefs, also on the friendship or the relationship with the people that you be visiting or that will be coming to your house. So I believe communication is always important, especially when you'll be staying for a couple of days. To communicate whether your arrival date, if you're not sure when you'll be going, you can give possible dates. But I believe open communication is important. Also, you need to know the type of relationship you have with that kind of a person in their home. If it's someone casual, you can just show up anytime. That's also okay. But some people respect communication. Let them know, oh, I'm going to arrive on the 24th of December. I'm going to stay probably to the 2nd of May or 2nd of January or March or whenever. So that someone has an idea whether it's to prepare a spare room or just to be in a headspace of understanding that they'll be accommodating someone. So I believe communication is very important. Make sure you don't show up in someone's home unannounced because people plan their things. People go ahead of time to do things A, B, C, D. So sometimes when you just show up unannounced, sometimes people feel like we inconvenience them, their space, the way they do things, whether it's budgeting on food. Yes, people may say food, it's something that goes out of the tummy, and why should people complain? But everyone has a budget. People plan.
Yes.
Probably if you know it's your brother and you can just rock up midnight, then it's fine. But understand the relationship you have with the people you're visiting, whether you're going to visit or you just need accommodation for that time. And when you get there, it's always important to help out. This is not mandatory, but our hosts, some of them or people sometimes expect us to help out, offer help, whether it's cleaning the room after yourself, whether it's preparing meals, whether it's doing the dishes. Some people may not communicate that because they assume we know these things. They assume that this is what we do when we're in our homes. But like I say, clear communication is always important. Some people might tell you, oh, no, it's fine. Don't help out. That's also good. That's communication on its own. So sometimes people might be quiet or die within inside and not say, oh, why don't you help out? They expect us to know that when you get to someone's home where they're asking for accommodation or you're visiting, you're expected to help out, clean after yourself, your bed. Some people may have their rules that we eat dinner at 7, probably at your place you eat at 8, 9, 10, and you get there like, no, I don't want to eat now. Why are you guys eating round about this time? It's always important to respect people's rules in their home. Sometimes we take things for granted and think people, it's fine. They should follow my rules, despite that it's not our space. But I feel like sometimes that comes out as disrespect. The next person might perceive that as how does someone come to my house and when I offer food at 8 and they tell me no, they offer at 9. Yes, there are polite ways of just saying, oh, thank you so much. Probably eat a bit or put it in the fridge or microwave or whatever. I'll eat again later, but that communication is quite important. Clean after yourself when you're done eating, take everything to the kitchen, help out if you have to help out. But I believe sometimes if there's communication breakdown, people walk on eggshells. There's always assumptions. Oh, why should I clean in their house? It's their house after all. But someone has taken the courtesy to to host you and take care of you, or be in their space. Some people don't like noise. Some people wake up early in the morning, they're bathing, they're making noise. But we need to be aware that, oh, by the way, this is not my place. But what's always important is to understand that not everyone will perceive it that way, but it's to appreciate that, oh, okay, if there's a way of communicating beforehand, then that's always good. We've spoken about offering help to assist in the household, whether it's chores, setting up the table, or cleaning after meals. Also being considerate of other people's places of environment. Imagine when people came to your house and you're not keen on probably leaving your shoes outside, and people do that. And when you've communicated, you don't take it well. So it's always important to either be on the same page and ask if what needs to be asked and make sure you don't walk on eggshells. Though sometimes we do. It's not easy. But yes, maybe before I continue, Sanji, do you have anything that you'd like to add on?
I remember like our parents, they used to warn us, no, when you were kids,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
how
definitely.
how your grandfathers are, or like how your uncle
Behave
is,
yourself.
behave yourself. So
Yes,
try to become our best version, but like
so
little
true.
monkeys, we cannot stay, or like we try to pull the hair or like do something, but
Yes, yes,
they look at us and then like we are again stunned.
so
And
true,
so
so true.
there are old stories also, no. So if you go to the house of the stork, like the heron or the stork, you have to act accordingly, because their vessels are according
Yes,
to their beaks and all. But if you go to the
yes,
house of maybe mammal or like a fox or something, they have this
So
black
true.
culture, so you have to be adaptive for that. So even in monastic systems also, they have this kind of ethics, Pat. So within the first 3 days, when a visitor arrives, you have to treat them very nicely, and after
Mm.
that was so
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, and so you have to take care, see what they need and everything. But
Mm.
after 3 days, this person also becomes like a part of the system. Then they
So
say, can
true.
you help out? Because 3 days is a lot. No, maybe they are tired
Yes,
and
yes,
they're on a journey. So they say usually like 3 days, and then we look what they need. Do you want toothpaste or like soap or this
yes,
is
yes, yes,
shower and everything we show. Is there something wrong in the dwelling? All these things in
yes,
household
yes,
also we should definitely know, and especially as adults, no. And usually we
yes,
do
yes,
it
yes.
kind of in the teenage time because we don't like to
Yes,
stick to rules and all like that. So
so true.
even first you are at your best behavior, but after you
Yes, yes, yes.
familiarize, for example, like should I open the door, or like
Should I knock? Exactly.
yeah,
Should I
eating
just,
goes, you are so
know?
super careful and you look around. But soon as you
Mm,
get used to, you maybe a child or even ourselves
mm,
at that time would try
so
to switch
true.
off the light with our foot or something, no? And
So
then
true.
jump on the beds and everything. So we
Yes,
have to
yes,
be in a
yes.
way very respectful and careful. And we never know, no,
So
some
true.
person they could be having illnesses or
Yes,
any
yes,
kind of
yes.
situation like that, even, no?
So
Yeah,
true.
exactly. And especially when you travel to different countries and places, also,
Yes,
no?
yes, yes.
But surely,
So
surely.
true. So true. So true. Thank you, Sanjis. Thank you for that. It's very true. I think it's also in my culture where parents will scold you before leaving or before going to someone's house that you need to behave yourself. You need to be on your best behavior. If they ask you for help, you should help out. Actually, you should offer help before they ask you, those kind of manners. Make sure when adults are talking, just sing talking also when they're speaking, just give them privacy. Exactly what you do at home when we have guests. So
Mm.
I do believe it's in most cultures. It's similar to people who go to Dubai and they have to wear their outfits and all. That's respecting that culture. Just don't show up. You have to cover yourself. So it's also to understand the culture, the dynamics, because everyone does things differently. Some people will tell you, no, you don't have to fix the bed. You can just leave it, we'll fix it. But some people will expect you, what, clean after yourself, tidy up the way you'd be expected to do in your own area or in your own place. So thank you so much, Sanji, for that. I do believe that lasting impressions quite important because when you carry ourselves well in people's homes, even when we leave, then that person, there's a possibility that they'll be willing to accommodate us again if
Again, no?
one is on their best behavior. Yes, yes, yes. So if you're on your best behavior, communicate when you can, however you can. Someone be like, oh, okay, so they are mindful of my space. They are mindful of my area. They understand the importance of, oh, I don't appreciate loud noise. If it's lights off at 10 p.m., it's lights off for everyone. Some people will tell you, oh no, you can feel free, watch the TV probably till 10. That's fine. That's communication so that you don't invade people's privacy or space or do things that they wouldn't be impressed or pleased with. So another thing that like to speak about, not only creating lasting impressions when visiting. For example, when you're a host, probably there's a braai, you call people over for a braai. I guess that's why I'm saying some of these things are based on culture and how we've been brought up or taught up. It's always beautiful to carry a beautiful gesture, whether it's flowers, whether it's white, or if maybe it's a bring and share, can find out, oh, what can I bring? Should I bring a salad or a starch or something? And some hosts will tell you, do not bring anything. I think that's where the importance of communication is because some people will be like, what, don't worry yourself, just come, be a gracious guest. and just enjoy the event, whether it's a birthday or whatever. We know sometimes if you're attending a birthday, you have to carry a present. Sometimes we may not know what to carry, but I always believe the thought always counts. It always goes a long way. When you go to someone's house and expect them to prepare food for you, just carry a lovely gesture. Sometimes we may put a price tag to it, but in my own personal views, I believe it's not about the price tag. It's about that thought that, oh, I thought about this person. Let me take them flowers. If they insist that, don't bring flowers, just come and be yourself. Let's have a good time. Then we respect that because that's what the host wants. And it also goes back to the same thing that some people, when probably they call you over for lunch, they'll expect you to carry a bottle of wine. But if you don't do anything, some people might interpret it as selfish. I've seen so many situations like that where some people are so heavy, like, oh, I invited them for lunch, couldn't they bring something? And you realize it's on a perspective of reciprocity, you understand? So it's usually a double-edged sword, and also based on how you're raised. If you're not raised like that, you will not understand the importance of carrying a gift when you're visiting, for you to just be like, oh, they called me, so let me just go. But it's important to understand your culture, to understand people. If you feel there's communication breakdown, speak about it. We're all humans, we make mistakes. It's not always mandatory, like I'm saying that, oh, you should carry a gift, flowers or anything, but it's a beautiful gesture to say, oh, I thought of you. I just thought, I don't know what you love, so I just thought I'd bring flowers. Or if the host insists that, what, just be yourself, just come, let's have fun. That's also good. That's also fine if that's the case. So yeah, if I move on, Sanjay, I don't know if you want to add something
Yeah,
to
I also remember like
to that
nowadays
one.
it's changing a little bit. But yeah, like you said, it can be misunderstood as stingy also because he just
Yes,
came,
yes,
ate,
yes.
and with the whole family they came and ate and went. But
Yes, yes,
in
yeah, yeah.
another way, we should also know, like, and in some difficult times, some basic necessities were like gifts actually. Like when
Mm.
there are like very scarce or difficult situations, even
Yes, yes,
basic
yes, yes.
things like without taking a cake or something more
Yes, yes, yes.
sustainable will be more valuable actually. Like
Yes, yes, yes.
something that even the whole family can share for some time. Maybe they will not use
Yes,
it at then and there, but some cake
yes,
or
yes,
something you
yes.
just finish it maybe very quickly. But some
Very
difficult
true.
times, no. And then I remember Gundani when we were small and all. Now people are bit far in.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
soon as we went to some place and all, sometimes mother would go with that wife and directly to the kitchen, and
Yes,
then
yes, yes, yes.
after washing up or like having a little bit of break, they would just go like actually they are going to help. And if the male or somebody was, we could see, because how they were interacting, and
Yes, 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 yes.
or they would ask even, do you need some help in the kitchen? Or if the
Yeah,
husband
yeah, yeah, yeah.
doing something, the father would join him and
So
setting
true.
up the plates or doing something, no. So it was very nice in a way. And
Very true.
but nowadays, there are even like some people who go to dates or even birthday parties, and I have
Yes,
seen
yes,
even
yes.
conflicts. Like suddenly they have brought like 12 friends or something, uh,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then the bill is like some $1,000 or more. A
Yes,
big
yes, yes,
bill. Or
yes.
one time they were telling like $3,000, something like that. The bill because they were eating all
Yes,
this, and the
yes,
uh,
yes.
host or the male of that girl, like the who was supposed to be like the boyfriend or who was like on the date, not the boyfriend actually
Yes,
date.
yes, yes.
He refused
Yes,
direct.
yes.
Uh, and
Wow.
yeah, because how to pay for like 12 people, 3,000 plus
So
dollars, and it was like a
it's
fight.
not realistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a fight, and then the girl was telling like, "Oh, you brought me, and then you should pay. You're the man
You
here.
should pay.
You
Yeah,
are the one who
exactly.
invited me." But he said
Yes,
like,
yes.
"I just invited you, no, not like
You
12
don't
friends
have
of yours." No?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
Yes,
crazy,
it
man.
becomes an expectation, and if that's not fulfilled, someone will think, oh, you're being selfish, but I didn't budget or plan for 12 people.
Yeah, and
Like,
very
yeah,
like very in a very good restaurant also. But how to do?
so
No,
true. Yes, yes,
that's
yes,
too
yes.
much. No.
Very true. So true, so true.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sanji, for that. That's very true. To add on that, I think I spoke about a similar topic on my WhatsApp channel, and I had a situation where people, like if you host a party at a restaurant, right? Someone will tell you these are requirements for the party or for the event. You need to bring a gift and you need to pay for the food. So I did a poll like with different kinds of questions of would you rather the person who hosted that birthday pay, or you need to worry about is a gift, or you don't mind paying as long as it's communicated in advance. I just had a couple of questions, and I was just curious to understand people because my platform is not about judging or it's a safe space for people to express or share their perspectives. So most people say they don't mind paying as long as it's communicated beforehand. And I think the votes were 50-50. I don't remember very well. But some people expressed that no, the person who's hosting the party should pay. You called us, so you should pay. I just need to worry about the gift and you worry about the bill. So we've seen situations like that. And we've seen with events where someone will tell you, oh no, obviously someone will tell you a gift. If it's a birthday, someone will expect a gift. And so I guess for some people, it's calculating the eating costs and the gift. It might be too much for them, which is normal. People are bound to look at those logistics. So it's quite interesting how guest etiquette doesn't only apply in homes, but in different setups, could be even out of setup of being a home, whether it's lunch at a restaurant or an event out there. Probably people are going hiking or quad biking. Someone will tell you, oh, it's my birthday on the 3rd of May. This is what I'd love people to do. But I think if that thing is communicated so that people are on the same page, whether you choose to participate or you don't want to be part of that social surroundings. That's also
Okay.
okay. That's also okay.
So you
Yes,
have
yes, yes.
like a WhatsApp channel also?
Yes, 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 I do.
Yes.
I share my content
Just
on
like
Mondays.
how to if a person wants to join that WhatsApp channel, how should they join it?
Oh, there's a link. I'll just send the link when we upload this video. I also have a
Okay.
YouTube channel
Mhm.
and Instagram, though my following hasn't, I don't have much followers, but it's baby steps. We're growing. We're growing. So yes, I'll
Maybe we
share the
can
link
put
with Sun.
yeah, no, we can put the link in the video and the post. If
Yes, yes, most
somebody want to join,
definitely.
they can, no?
Yes, most definitely. And I do have a topic on guest etiquette, creating lasting impressions on my YouTube channel. I spoke about it about a year ago. So this is I think I spoke about it again last year towards festive season. I'm very big on this topic, and someone even asked me, "Bani, why are you so big on it?" I was like, I don't know. I feel like it's so deep in my heart because um dealing with people and clients, you realize that people deal with situations differently and how they view things. So I was like, okay, this is towards the festive season again, but I'm not speaking about this just for the festive season. There are
Mhm.
so many situations, or there are so many things that do happen in different times. It doesn't have to be festive season. It doesn't have to be um Easter, it doesn't have to be whatever holiday it is or whatever season it is. So yeah,
And what you
I'll
say is
definitely share.
so, so true because first impression lasts even for a child. Yeah,
Yes,
even
yes,
in
yes.
any situation, any scenario or place. And then some cultures, like they are so specific. No, okay, these fork and knives are for specific food. So they
Yes,
arrange
yes,
it in
yes.
such a way and order. And so in their culture, it's considered very serious thing, no? So
Very true.
So in a way, like it is true. If we are in blending with their culture, we should also know these things, no? So and
Yes, yes, yes.
most of in a job or any place, the first impression really lasts
It
usually, no?
does. It
So
does.
your habits and all, how you will act when you come as a guest, even to a house,
Ye-
yeah, that really depends, no?
yes, 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 yes.
Mm.
I totally agree, Sanji. I
So this
totally
topic is
agree.
very nice because it can think, let you think about, no, when you go to a house,
Yes,
any place or no, any function.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
I wanted to understand, or I'll just pose a question on you, Sanji. I don't. Uh, so let's say maybe if someone who's not well vested in being taught how to carry themselves in someone's home, how do you advise them? How would you, because it could be a teenager, it could be an adult, they're used to a certain way of living or doing things, and if that's not communicated, how do you feel is the best way to communicate without someone feeling as if what they've been doing is wrong? Or I don't know, would you have any suggestions based
yeah.
on cross-cultural
Sometimes like we
ways?
would make a lot
Yeah.
of mistakes at first, but there is an innocent way without knowing if you make a mistake or you do it on purpose. No, like some people, like okay, this person doesn't know our culture, and then so
Yes, yes,
like say like please forgive me, I don't know. But some people,
yes,
like
yes,
they
yes.
don't care or something. So it applies into
Yeah,
a
yeah,
whole
yeah.
scenario also. So if somebody
Mm,
comes and asks me, like then we have to see, usually they come after some big thing happens to them. Or
mm.
so then we'll have to say, okay, like you saw what really went through and what happened, and that's why there's all
Yeah.
this conflict and all. So why don't you just learn, no, or that culture, or if it's another
Mm,
person from some, if this person is in a
mm.
different relationship, no, like
So
learn their
true.
customs if you really want. Now there are so many resources like videos, even coaches, uh, they teach,
So
and there are
true.
even
Yeah, yeah,
programs
yeah.
like
Yeah,
even how
yeah, yeah.
to use chopsticks. There are even like how to
Yes.
tutorials, right?
So true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
And even for monks also, Bonkani, there are rules because people used to do, and the people are like kind of disgusted in ancient times. And they used to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sound
yeah.
when they were chewing because everybody is not the same and they come from different
Yes, yes,
backgrounds.
yes.
So
Yes,
they
yes,
used to
yes, yes.
use, even if they use their hand, they used to like squeeze
Yes.
food and it would jump through their fingertips. So they
Yes,
were
yes,
like,
yes.
so and the people who were looking, they were like, what is this? No, what is
What are they
yeah,
doing? Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
then
yeah,
they
yeah.
had to put like this. So there are like 75 smaller rules even in the monastic
Mm,
codes also, just to like
mm.
basic etiquettes. How to dress, how to eat, even
Yes,
how to
yes, yes, yes.
like the bathroom, how to clean it.
The manners, yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
even a little
Different.
monk also or a nun, they are taught this from the very beginning, and they are trained from the places where, like from like the even the bathroom uh, and
Mm,
onwards, and
yeah,
they have to
yeah.
keep their surroundings and everything in order. And there are even customs and all they have to learn.
So
Yeah,
true.
best thing is to learn and see. And if
So
usually
true.
somebody comes after something happened, right? So
Yes, yes, yes.
then we have to say, okay, you already have these problems, so why don't you do some research or ask somebody, or next time
Yes, to
just
help you out.
observe
Yeah.
like how they are acting or reacting, no?
Mm.
And oh, why
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
ask them, like you say, communication, right? Should I do
Yes, yes,
this
yes.
or what should I do next? And
So true.
we can be more familiarized and uh,
So true.
correct ourselves, no?
Get
But
used to that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
one is arrogant and all, I don't care like that,
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
different issue, right? So
So true. So
people
true.
go and some go to some countries and then they fall into
Mm.
trouble also because of this arrogance and all. And
So true. So true.
they don't know. And some people are even arrested in different countries.
Yes, yes, yes.
Even
So
when
true
family,
for
always
for
good to do some lot of
yeah, yeah.
research. What are their customs?
Yes, yes.
So, for example,
What
there are
do
some
they do?
If you just tap a child on the head, you can fall into trouble.
Yes,
So
yes, yes, yes,
really,
yes,
so
yes.
if there's a little
It's
kid,
not allowed.
just
Yeah,
put a
yeah, yeah,
small
yeah,
tap
yeah.
on the head, and
So
then
true.
it's very offensive in that country.
So
So,
true.
but here you can just even give a knock on the head, no, like if some
Yes,
child
yes,
is doing
yes,
some naughty thing, and don't do that
yes,
again,
yes.
but no problem, right?
Exactly. Yes, yes, yes.
But those
But
kind,
some places it's not allowed.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not
So
allowed.
always do the
Yeah,
research and
yeah.
go and learn from our mistakes also,
Mm,
no? And we can ask
so
for
true.
like forgiveness. I'm really sorry, I didn't know, no, like this is I didn't mean to offend. It happened one time, Bongan, when I went to some area. And there was this
Mm,
name, no, and I didn't know like who thinks of these things, no, but I had to respect it. And I was like reading the name, and actually there's like
mm.
in that area there's a caste system. It's
Oh,
crazy in these
okay.
modern times also the caste system, and with
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
name it refers to that. But I didn't know, no, and I was referring to because there was another program or some like in a story. And I just said, "Oh wow, he's like
Mm.
I didn't know." And my one of my friends were like looking at me in a weird way with open eyes, like, "How dare you did that?" Like like he was looking.
So
I
true.
still had no clue, no, because I didn't know about that area. Oh,
So
for
true.
example, say that they have different names for different people in the
People, yeah, yeah, yeah.
past, and there was a program with the same name. And
Yes,
I was
yes,
just
yes, yes.
joking around because this was we was young at that time, and this was also a young person.
Yeah.
I said he's one of them, no? And
So
my
true.
so it seems like I was telling according to their caste, and I asked my friend,
Yeah.
"Why were you looking at me like a weirdo? Like I am a weirdo, right?" And yeah, don't you see? Like, did you see that guy's face? I said, "What face?" No, I was joking around.
Yeah.
Why did you
What?
say? I said
Yeah.
that drama, no, like that name of that thing. No, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
these places have this kind of customs and all. And oh, they
Yeah.
like I didn't know. I'm really sorry. And when I met this person again, I
Yeah,
said
yeah, yeah.
I had no intention whatsoever. Even an idea these things were there even still. So
So
yeah,
true. Oh
I
wow.
can do like
Wow,
so
wow.
many
That's
things.
interesting, Sanji. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you
Okay.
for sharing that. It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting, and that's so true. That's so true.
Okay.
So yeah, just to add on a few things. I think also healthy boundaries are important. Sometimes maybe if we see people are drawing the line, I think it's whether it's friends or family, it's never easy to tell someone or to have those boundaries because sometimes you feel like you're hurting their feelings. How will they take it? You start walking on eggshells, you start assuming, but I believe there are polite or loving ways of sharing how you're not happy about something or how you're comfortable about something, because these things do happen, with people around us, whether it's family, friends, or colleagues or whatever. So having that platform where you communicate how you feel, tough as it is, I think sometimes it is tough, like I said, just to say, oh no, my house rules, we sleep at 10, lights off at 9, and if you know that you sleep probably midnight, you're trying to adjust to that, like, okay, how do you take in that probably it's a friend that you've always known, but people grow, people evolve every day, and sometimes when those boundaries are brought about ourselves, sometimes we take it the wrong way, and you realize that, okay, what if roles flipped and it was me? I'd want that person to respect my boundaries. So it's one of the things that I do believe are quite important also for our mental health, just to have healthy boundaries, speak where we can. I know communicating sometimes, especially on things that are not comfortable, it's never easy, but it takes baby steps. You try, get, if you know the people very well, you know, if you know your communication is good, you realize that, oh, they might not take it maybe the wrong way. I guess they might take it from a loving place just to understand that, oh, okay. this is what it is. So yeah, I do believe that we can be gracious guests in people's homes. These are just few tips. I know there are many more other tips that people do share, but I do believe that we can learn one or two things. I'm also learning from other people, so it is a journey, it is an experience, but I believe creating lasting impressions goes a long way, because even the host, when they're on their own, they're like, okay, I think they tried, whether they have to improve one or two things, but they'll have the courtesy next time to say, oh, I don't mind hosting, because you're able to learn, or you're able to stick to the rules or the boundaries, so that you don't offend people in their homes. Imagine if someone offended you in your home, or they told you, oh no, you don't fix the bed well. You, depending on the kind of relationship, you might take that as an offense, or you might take that constructive criticism and grow from there. But it is a journey. It is a journey, and I do hope this helps someone who's in situation or would love to go to someone's home or relates with what we're speaking about. So yeah, I don't know if Sanji has
Yeah, yeah, but
something to add
not
on.
true. I have seen like when children they don't do something, bro, the parents get accused. Didn't your mom teach you
Yes.
something?
Oh
So
wow. So
yeah,
true.
so even if they are good parents, if the children does a
Mm,
mistake, sometimes it goes directly,
mm,
and sometimes it
to the
really
parent.
because some parents are very good, no, they are not neglecting,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so they are really
So
trying to teach.
true.
So
Mm.
uh, Uh, and some parents are very careful, even when we were small, like when you're eating, my finger was all that like so my mom would
Yes.
say like either uh, hit it with a spoon or something. What are you doing? Like
So true.
while you are eating, she asked, no?
Yeah,
So even those
yeah.
small things they try to look into, and if we go
Yes,
and
yes.
like they ask, like, did your parents teach you something?
So true.
So
So true.
in a way, it's very damaging because sometimes they are very good parents, right? And we do
Mm,
some
That's
stupid
very
things.
profound, Sanji.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So then even those, or didn't your teachers teach something?
exactly. Didn't they teach you something you should know? I think you're basing it on a very good point, that they'll expect you to know these things, and if you don't, they won't get
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah.
why?
So
Yeah,
sometimes,
especially if they maybe know the background of your parents, and oh, your parents are really good people, but you know what happened, having small little things as manners. Some people expect you to greet them early in the morning when you wake up, but when you just wake up and just act as if there's nothing, then yeah, I like that, Sanji. Thank
and
you
not only that,
very
like
much for that
in
point.
marriages or relationships, also it happens. So if the
Very much.
man doesn't know to his part, did your father teach you, or did you not have even a father? Like some people are
Oh
very
wow.
like really rough. And even for the ladies,
Mm,
like they ask, like, didn't your mother teach you, or didn't you not have a mother
mm,
even at least? Like even like the
yeah.
in-laws and all, they like really look
Wow.
on. Even like even in a relationship also, like even
Yeah.
the because they also want the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are, or some are very judgmental also. So then they
Mm,
so then again your parents also, some parents they pass away but still they get scolded, and
so
then
true.
so
So true.
it's so sometimes hurting also, right? So even
Mm,
in these scenarios also we can see like so if and I have seen like one very good way, not that we are in a cunning or like a sneaky way, but if you go to a
mm.
place and if you are really genuine and if you try to help out and all, that's one of the best ways that you can build the trust. Like
Yes, yes, yes. Oh,
because
you
they
said it
okay,
well,
he's
Sanjay.
really not a lazy guy or like just trying to
Mm,
put all the weight on us, and he's also
yeah.
around. But we should know our limits and not like be in a, like a weird way or anything.
Yes, 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 yes.
And another thing, even like say you go to a B&B or some place like that, and you destroy the
Mm,
whole place, and you will not even
mm,
get to book it again, right? They'll like
mm.
lock you, right? and then they'll
Yes, yes, so true.
maybe they might even
They
charge
wouldn't want to accommodate. Yeah, 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 yeah.
because the people go there and sometimes they just destroy everything, no? And
Yes,
they,
yes, yes.
the toilets and everything, and even the things that are there, even hotel room. And
Mm.
some people are called as hooligans. Even they don't know
Yes, yes.
how to go and go to a club or something, right? Start
So
fighting people.
true.
So they don't. Even some people are stopped from going to a playground even because they
Mm.
are like
Yeah,
that like hooligans in some countries also. They
exactly,
cannot go to like
exactly.
a some final match or something like a sports event.
Yeah,
They are like reputed hooligans.
yeah.
Yeah, crazy, right?
So true, so true, so
World
true. Wow,
renowned,
that's
world renowned. So
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
have their
yeah,
data
yeah, yeah,
databases, and even if they book a ticket or at the counters, no, 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 you
yeah.
cannot go in. So there are some people who act like this. They cannot even go to
Mm.
some specific shopping malls or a shop even. Eh?
Yes, 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 yes.
So
Very
even those
true.
places need some ethics, no?
Yes,
Even if
yes.
it's a
It
simple,
does.
you
It
pick
does.
your things, you pay, but you push your maybe grocery cart and stay in the lineup and
Mm,
pay. Come, but some people it's so
mm,
difficult. They have to start something there also. Or no, or they
mm.
treat
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
service people very badly, like they're trash or something. No, or you
So
go to a
true.
fast food place or something, and then they like ridicule those people, and so then they start conflicts. Yeah,
So
yeah.
true. So true.
You should
Yeah.
really.
No, that's deep, Saji. You've expanded, which is good, which is it's a reflection a moment because that's also a topic on its own on
We
teaching
spoke
our
about this,
children or
right?
children manners. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh,
Teaching children manners, teaching them the importance of social etiquette, in different social settings. We might not know everything, but just the basics, greeting, saying sorry, how to carry themselves in different situations or scenarios, because it goes back to if things are not done well, it goes back to bite the parent and like, whether the parent is lacking in that area or they've tried their best, but the child has decided otherwise. So it's quite a journey, and thank you for expanding on that. I'm grateful because you've diverted into a topic that is
okay,
quite
let's talk
important
about it.
too.
And then I would just like to bring it in a more bigger aspect also, even a bigger one. Huh?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
things
yeah.
like we can even disgrace our society, we can disgrace our
Mm,
country even. Oh, he's from this country
mm.
and oh, she's from this country and look how they're acting. Maybe they are all like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So
Oh wow.
like
Exactly. Oh
that,
wow.
look at them. So
Mm,
they have
mm.
nothing in those countries. No, they don't teach them anything.
Exactly.
So, but no,
Yeah, they
that
don't know.
country
Yeah.
can be a wonderful country, but one person can show up and represent that country. And usually, the thing is like
Mm,
how if there are like 99% good, usually the one
mm.
catches the eye, no, or attention.
Yes, yes, yes,
So,
yes, 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 yes.
and to even a broader spectrum, I would like to bring, say, our body is our host. So we have to treat
Mm.
and be very kind and like very how to say, uh, ethical to even our body and look after it, care for it, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Even the world is
Yeah.
our host. So we are like visitors. We come and go, right? In the world,
Mm,
it's not forever. No,
mm.
we come and go, right?
We
So
come
even
and go. Yes, yes.
so the body is also like that, right? So it's not
Mm.
forever. No, not like we live for like 1,000 years. No, nobody lives like that. No. So within that time,
So
we have to
true.
be respectful, take care of it, and be very ethical to the body we are
Mm.
also using, just like the other things, and even the world we are we are
So
uh,
true.
we are guest in it. No.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So true.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Saji, for that. You've expanded really, and it's been interesting and intriguing for me how um it's broad. It's not um only that, but it goes back to whether it's a country, people look at that or like, oh, is it how they all behave, or it's a number of people, and you start to do self-introspect with how in your culture you do things, and you wonder, oh, okay, are we the ones who do things in an abnormal way? But you just realize that we all um, do things in a different way. I remember when I was at school, I think varsity, when I was working part-time, and in my culture, you greet elders.
Mhm.
Then elders respond back. But so I was expecting the children to greet me. And one of the kids was like, in our culture, adults greet us. So it it was such a different dynamic for me. I was like, okay. It took me a while to kind of understand, and it goes back to your point where I was like, what kind of culture is that? What do you mean adults greet you? And then you realize that I'm in a very different culture background with what they're used to, and that child was genuinely speaking from experience. It was very normal for them. Like, not that I'm disrespecting you, but this is what's normal for us. I wait for the adult to greet me, not
Mhm.
the other way around. So as you grow and self-introspect and maturity, you realize that, there are different ways of people, how they do things. And that's okay. That's very fine, because that's when you understand the importance of diversification. For them it works. That's very fine. For the next person, it might be a bit weird or odd, but you learn to appreciate that um, we will not behave or view life in that way. So thank you, Sanji,
Okay.
for that one. I had a great example on that one. Yeah.
Okay, then now let's wrap up things maybe, no?
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I do hope wherever we go in people's homes, we'll continue to create lasting impressions people's homes. Just imagine I'm always big on reciprocity. So just imagine when roles are flipped and people come to your house, and you are the host. So sometimes it's always nice to put ourselves in that person's shoes, how we behave, how we carry ourselves. But thank you so much. If people have got questions, they've got contact details on how to get with us if they want a session or anything like that. But yeah, thank you so much, Sanji. It was a good session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting more and more interesting, and we are talking to really things that count. So thank you so
Yeah.
much, our host. I can pronounce your name like Bongani and Pat or
Yeah.
Patricia. So I'm
Yeah.
telling it right now. So
Yes, yes, yes.
no, otherwise I'm afraid, no, like I'll be offended. Like it's not good. No, you should know how to pronounce it properly. So and thank you so much. It is wonderful because and we will definitely put your WhatsApp that community that link also. So if anybody is interested to join her in the WhatsApp channels, they also can join there also. And so hope everybody has a wonderful day according to your time zone. It could be morning, daytime, evening, or nighttime. Have a wonderful day and a great time. Thank you so much for joining.